Hi, my name is Kris Turner. I'm the Assistant Director of Public Services at the University of Wisconsin Law School Library, and I'm here to talk to you today about Coggle, a mind mapping and collaborative tool that helps you envision how you can work through your projects. Coggle has both free and paid versions, but before we get into what it looks like and how it acts and how we have used it in the past here at UW Law, let's look at a little video from Coggle themselves. It gives you the basic rundown of how Coggle works.
Hi, welcome to Coggle. Coggle is a great way to understand, organize, and share information on any topic with colleagues, classmates, or just on your own. Let's sign in and create a new diagram. Click the central item to edit the title. I'm going to use this diagram to plan an awesome new business idea. Use the plus buttons to add branches. You can add as many as you need. Click on text to edit it, or drag an item to move it around. The structure of the diagram helps to keep your ideas organized. Right-click on an item to open the context menu. Here you can change its color, remove it, and all sorts of other useful things. After you've added some items, try inviting someone to edit with you. You'll see their changes appear instantly as they make them. And you can discuss your project right here in the Messages panel, making it really easy to work on anything together. Your diagrams are saved automatically. When you're done, click the Coggle logo in the top left corner to go back to your home page, where you'll see everything you've created so far. Log in now to get started and find out why 1 million people have chosen Coggle to organize their ideas.
As you can see from the video, Coggle is a pretty intuitive and user-friendly tool for mind mapping. I'm going to talk about some of the limitations and some of the requirements in order to use Coggle before we actually go in and use the tool itself. First, Coggle is a freemium tool, meaning you have two options. You can either use the free version or you can pay to use the premium version. I'm using the free version here, so I'll just be showing you the basic bells and whistles that you get for the free version. The one main limitation with the free version is you only have access to 3 private diagrams at a time, as you can see in the upper left-hand corner. That has been okay for me because I'm only usually doing mind mapping for 1 or 2 projects at any given time, and if you delete one, you still can stay underneath that 3 private diagram threshold. The other main restriction with Coggle is that you need a Google account in order to access it. This isn't a main concern for a lot of people since many people do have a Google account of some type, but it is something to consider if you do not like to create any Google accounts for you either personally or professionally. With that, let's go into a Coggle and begin using all the tools that are available within the system. So here we are inside a live Coggle mind map. When you first begin a mind map, all you'll see is a blank white screen with a gray box in the middle. The gray box is meant to be your home or topical box. So you can see in ours we have UW Law Library extension plans. If I click on it, I have a few options for editing what this title looks like. In addition to just regularly adding in the correct text, I can also format the text, I can add a link to a website, I can upload an image, or I can add an icon such as the red X that's right here. Once I have the correct title here, you can see that I have an option of adding on branches around the entire box. So let's add a branch down here by clicking the plus sign. If I right-click on the branch, I have a few options for editing the design of the branch. So here I can choose a style. If I choose that, I can choose any of these interior colors for free. So if I change the color that way, I can just do that as many times as I'd like to. The outside one, those are part of the premium package of Coggle, so we can't do that with this version. So down in the box, I'll type in outreach, because this is one way I want to extend our library. So let's just expand that because I think it's very important. I can also add in the image or add an icon if I'd like to, just like in the gray box up here. Now if I want to discuss how outreach is important to me, I can click the plus button right here and I'll have a branch off of that. And I can keep on typing in information about outreach until I've mapped out my entire idea for what outreach means to extending the plans of the law library. If I right click on the plus button, it'll give me options for this tab right here that says outreach. For example, I can add a branch by doing that, by just clicking on it. I can comment specifically on this portion of the mind map. You can see it opened up a little comment box on the right hand side. I can also arrange my mapping so it makes more sense. For there you can see it kind of clean it up to make it easier to read. I can change the color. I can transplant this branch by clicking and dragging it around. You can see, let's say I want it off of the screen one up here like this. I can just drag it right there. Or if I right click, I can also copy the branch. I can change the shape of my comment box, or I can just simply delete the branch, which we'll do right now. You can add these images or icons or the text in any one of these places where you're adding in options. If you just click the plus button, it's always just going to add a link for you right there. If I can do it again and again and again, and it's very easy to use, very intuitive, very clean layout, which I really like about Coggle. So that's a brief introduction to how to create branches within your mind map in Coggle. There are other great features that really push Coggle over the top for me that I'll show you now. Up in the right hand corner, you can see that there's a few tools here. I'm going to show you what each one of these does for you. First, there's Present This Coggle, which puts it into full screen mode. So we'll turn that off. If you're just presenting in front of people, that's a great way to just get everyone focused on your Coggle. You can share the Coggle by either embedding it in a website, sharing it via Facebook or on Twitter, or you can choose to make your Coggle publicly available within Coggle's gallery. You can also download a copy of your Coggle via PDF or via JPEG, which is a nice way if you're passing out copies of your Coggle to people at a meeting or you just want one to have physically. You can also invite people to join a Coggle, which is really a powerful way to collaborate with people that are brainstorming on one project together. So I would just click this plus button and I would send the email to invite people to Coggle. Again, they'd have to have a Gmail account in order to do so. Another really impressive tool that I don't see very often is a way to see previous versions of your Coggle. If you click this clock, it'll show you all the different ways that the Coggle has been used over the years. You can see I can go back to, let's go to 8 minutes ago. There's what it looked like then. Let's go to 15 minutes ago. That's what it looked like then. We can almost go all the way back to about a year ago. It'll show me what it looked like when I was working on this a year ago, which is really, really cool. So you can just choose which version you want to go with. And if I close it, it'll take me back to what my current Coggle looks like. Finally, you have the comments section and messages section. This is where it would be really handy to have other people collaborating and commenting on your mind mapping. Here's where they can do so on the general Coggle mind map itself. As we saw previously, if you right click on any of these plus buttons over here, you can comment on something specifically as well. So I'm just commenting on this red cross icon at this point, or if I click up here, it'll comment on the entire Coggle mind map itself. So that is Coggle in a nutshell. It's a great mind mapping tool that allows you to be collaborative and also is great for visual learners and visual thinkers who need to see the entire picture from above, so to speak, without a whole lot of text involved. To learn more about Coggle, you can go to coggle.it, or please feel free to contact me at kris.turner@wisc.edu. I really enjoy Coggle. I hope you enjoyed learning about it, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. Thank you, thanks for watching, and have a great day.